not Matthew 2:16, but it's 1 Timothy 2:11. Not to teach or ascribe authority over a man. You want me to pull my Bible out and show you it's not Matthew 2:16? 2:11. And actually it goes all the way through verse 15.
Here comes the Holy Book.
Now let me respond to that. It does say that. A woman is not to teach or ascribe authority over a man. What's particularly heavy about that, it's about 5 sentences actually, in one. It's a whole paragraph. He's in the penalty box. We don't talk to him when they're in the penalty box. We're all excited. We're going to the hockey game tonight. The Bible says that, and it gives a reason. That's what makes that verse so significant. Because most places, when it talks about the roles of women in men and fathers, now, the reason,
I know.
what he's saying is we can't
It's
talk
going on
at the same
YouTube.
time. Yeah. Walk over there. Now, we can't, the Bible says the reason that women are to be, a little further, Peter, would you?
Yeah, what are you going to upload that as?
Because the woman was deceived in the garden, not the man.
I don't know yet.
Punishment, part of it.
I was just search for something like Street Preacher, PSU,
God is angry.
and find something recent. I'll put it up definitely by this weekend.
3:16. Here, 3 times that. And now, the truth of it is, if a woman says something to me, do I say, I don't care about your opinion? I haven't done that to anyone. I've never done that to a woman in my life. So it's not like that means you're supposed to treat women mean, but that's how God wanted this world to be run, as men as their leaders. And it's God's rule that I care about in the end, not our society. And in my opinion, and I'll say opinion, in my opinion, when I was your age, women got treated better than they do today. The so-called liberation of women, I don't think glorifies their greatest gifts that they have. Their greatest gifts of love and tenderness and kindness and caretakers, as well as wives and mothers. The greatest gifts that they have on this earth is to serve a man and to bear children. Now, if I say that in Portland State, I mean, I'm really out on a limb. But that has been practiced throughout all history as something to be honored. The idea of being a wife and mother is honorable. And today, it tends to be degraded if that's your primary interest. Now, a true feminist, not the radical, but somebody, in my opinion, who's an honest feminist, they don't care if someone wants to be a wife and a mother, and that's what they want to do with their life, because what they would say, it's your choice. All we ever wanted was a choice. If I want to be president, it's okay. If I want to be a wife and a mother, it's okay. By the way, America is quite a country, because you can be both. I mean, theoretically, it's hard to elect when you only have 44 presidents. But Hillary didn't do that. And theoretically, she's a mother, she's certainly a wife, and she came fairly close. And certainly in the later part of the running, she almost got the nomination for a while. But Obama beat her. But hey, there's only been 44 presidents, so getting beat to be president is like, even getting that far is incredibly, she deserves a lot of atta-girl, whatever the right way of putting it is, for doing that well. And she is a senator, now she's Secretary of State. She's certainly done well with her life. And this country can have both. But you know what women shouldn't have? Is they shouldn't have to feel like, because they have, and by the way, they have better opportunities than us. They're lying to you about that. It's easier for a woman to get a scholarship than a man. It's way easier for a minority to get a scholarship than somebody who's, well, don't be a dictator. Somebody who's white. You know, a white middle-aged male like me is the most hated group in the United States right now, and blamed for everything. Everything somehow is my fault. If the Pilgrims did it, it's my fault. If the Puritans did it, it's my fault. What? What do you want? I forgot what you want. What do you want? What about it? Let me answer it this way. Now bear with me and let me answer the question myself. Certainly. I believe I've worked all my life. I've never owned a company. My brother is very, very successful, multi-millionaire. He owns a big company. I never cared for that. I like just having a good job. I was a pipe fitter, a boilermaker, a rigger. Then I got into criminal justice. I was a cop. I was a correctional officer. I was a prison. That's basically what I've done with my life as far as jobs. I liked every one of those jobs. I think the prison jobs were my favorite. But I enjoyed all those jobs. I enjoyed being a pipe fitter and a boilermaker. I worked for people. All it is honorable to serve. Jesus said of himself, in Mark 10:45, for the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. Serving is honorable. Should be. Should be. It's not big. Well, I'm just wording it in. Most women, maybe in Portland State, might look down on it, but historically women felt it a good thing to be a mother and a wife. Pardon me? What part of history? Portland State? I was preaching here about 20 years before you were born.
History is beyond America. It's beyond our present life.
I've traveled in 14 countries. I preached in 49 states. I've been around a little bit. I probably traveled a whole lot more than you. I talked about Portland State and my experiences here, and I've been preaching for 46 years.
We're talking about women and their position as servants to men. We're talking about history.
I was talking. One thing I don't think I made clear, and I accept this, although it wasn't your argument, but if you'd have been smart enough, what you should have said is this. I was talking about the United States, and I was saying in this country, and I did say that earlier, that women here can have both, and that's quite incredible. And then we got talking about Hillary a little bit, how she could be, she's a pretty kicked-out woman, and yet she can be a wife and a mother. I mean, you can kind of have it all here in America. A lot of countries you can't, especially Muslim countries. They choose women. We don't do that in this country, especially the more radical ones. Not all. What was your question?
It's not all that crazy.
First of all,
No, could be a lot worse.
yeah, defending the idea of service is good. That's how I answer it. I think they should be.
It's like
Mind
a
you,
moderate,
I talk about
straight
man.
thinking.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about every
I mean, so
every man. I was talking about the idea
far from what I would consider ideal, but in that case, it wouldn't be street preaching in the first place. So
as men walk across campus,
That's just
women
my take
ought to
on
be
it.
bowing down. If you think I said that, you're nutcase. I was talking about in the context of marriage, family, and kind of friendships and things like that. But I did want to build up the idea that serving people is a good thing. And Jesus is the greatest example of being a servant.